finally Friday. The weekend is upon us yet again. Welcome to it. This weekend was going to be a little plain. We were going to do the cooking, cleaning, getting ready for school, which starts next week. But we have been in mad search for a dress for the Mexican Heritage Pageant, and we found one, and it's in San Antonio. So when I get off work, I'm gonna head home, and we are going to head out to San Antonio. We're just gonna be there overnight. We're gonna pick up the dress, and then head back home. And then Sunday will probably be cooking, cleaning, and meal prepping and everything else. And that's literally all I've got. I've got to get in here, get to work, so I can leave and we can hit the road. That said, let's get started. I'm not so sure this is going to work. If we come home and she poops on the floor, right next to this box, clean it. I know, it's something new. Your house broken. Go, Sadie.
I'm not sure at all.
Are we going the right way?
I don't know.
Remember it was big. Right by that. Yeah.
ciruelillo estaba la guacamaya. Estaba la guacamaya parada en un ciruelillo, parada en un ciruelillo. Estaba la guacamaya sacudiéndose las alas porque tenía pinolillo. Estaba la guacamaya parada en un ciruelillo, sacudiéndose las alas porque tenía pinolillo. Estaba la guacamaya parada en un ciruelillo. Pero vuela, como yo volé cuando me llevaban preso de Santiago a San Andrés. Vuela, 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 pájaro azulejo, la cáscara guarda el palo y el cascajo al pellejo. Guacamaya, quisiera ser guacamaya, pero de las más azules, pero de las más azules quiero ser la guacamaya. Para llevarte a pasear, sábado, domingo y lunes, sábado, domingo y lunes, hasta el martes que me vaya. Para llevarte a pasear, sábado, domingo y lunes, sábado, domingo y lunes, y hasta el martes que me vaya. Pero vuela, vuela palomita, le hace que yo sea feo.
Sadie, come on. Looks like the Tooth Fairy might be visiting a hotel.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, cheese.
Look at Daddy.
Look at Daddy. Ready? Oh, look at Mommy. Look at Mommy. Ready?
Get a very big Mad Men vibe. from this hotel.
Was built in the late 50s, early 60s, and they remodeled it to become a boutique hotel.
We should get some grass like this at La Casa. What do you say?
GoPro time, right? Meow. GoPro time, right? Meow.
Look around. We got everything we should?
Are you the one who's carrying?
Okay.
It was a great room. It was fun.
James, if you want to load up the car, I'll check out.
Okay.
Sound good?
de aquí.
Señores, no soy de aquí, ay, soy del Estado Mayor. Soy del Estado Mayor, ay, señores, no soy de aquí.
Sembrado tengo mi nido y en la cumbre de una flor. Señores, no soy de aquí, soy del Estado Mayor.
Sembrado tengo mi nido y en la cumbre de una flor. Ay, señores, no soy de aquí, ay, soy del Estado Mayor.
Árbol de la esperanza, mantente firme, porque a mí ni la muerte puede rendirme.
Eres mi prenda querida, mi prenda, mi adoración. Eres aquella paloma que voló, voló y voló.
No, we'll get a drink. Don't worry.
Can I have
We got the green light to go up to it from Mom, so we're gonna get a couple of selfies. Me and Sophia here. Excited?
Yeah.
There's the long barracks, right there. Misconception that it's just the Alamo Church. This is actually, it was a huge complex. The long barracks, and they had the north wall, I believe that was over there, where that building is, courthouse. Behind us, where these buildings are, is where where Travis's quarters were. Those obviously got demolished. Back here is where the low barracks were, back in this direction, and the palisade was right there. I believe it actually would have stretched across this line here, this line, and then it would have met up down there, and the low barracks would have been about where that tree is and that structure right there. But this is just a mock of what it looked like. So it's not exactly where it once was. So it shows we are here, which you see it actually meets up with the actual corner of the Alamo Church, which we're not lined up with the actual corner. This is the long barrack. A lot of men died in here.
That's the way it is.
Looking back at the Alamo Church from the long barrack. That structure back there with the archways, that was built in the 1930s, so that's not original. With our back to the Alamo Church, looking this way, you'll see what once was the wall where Travis. And it stretched all the way down there, blocked down to where that courthouse building is. And then there's a mock-up of the original wall structure with the 18-pound cannon. That was the biggest cannon and it faced toward San Fernando Cathedral, which we were at this morning. So that's the 18-pounder. And then you can see how big the structure actually was. We're standing about 50 feet away from the 18-pounder, and if you turn around, there's the chapel.
It's on the donut. I love these. Let's see. It's a kitty wrapped up in yarn.
100% clean. I've postponed it long enough. The time has come to cut the grass. Now, I was going to try to start with the hardest part. It's all hard. It looks like it's going to be almost impossible. So I may have to cut it twice. I may have to raise the mower, cut it, and then lower it and cut it again. If that's the case, I'll probably take a break and cut it 2 separate times. If I can get it cut in one trip, that would be awesome. That's what I'm pushing for. First things first, though, I got to go get gas in the gas cans so I can fill up the lawnmower. So I'm going to go do that. Then I'm going to start on the grass. I guess I should have just cut it in the rain. I mean, it's bad. So what I may do is I may cut the ditches and then start in the backyard, get it cut. I may have to cut it twice. I'll cut it and then I'll cut the front yard last, because the front yard is quite easy. Even though it's tall, it's easier to cut. So that's going to be the plan. Let's go get some gas. Nothing to it but to do it. Alright, ditches are done, but they're still full of water, so I'm not going to play around. I'm going to get the hardest part done first. Ditches are done. I had a feeling they had water in them, and they still got a good amount of water. I'll do the backyard next. I've already had to pick up the mower, make it cut less. So I'm going to have to probably do this twice to get it where I want it. So, let's get her done.